It's week 4 of the 2024 season, and the spotlight is on these Chiefs.
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Chargers led out by Justin Herbert in his 5th season now, Greg, as the Charger QB, a guy we saw win the Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2020.
I think the biggest thing that stood out from last week's game was when they went into the game with an initial plan, how quickly were they able to get away from that when they realized it wasn't working? I think they got a lot of unscouted looks, meaning the defense threw a lot of exotic looks at them, blitzes, different fronts and coverages, maybe things they didn't work on all week. So the key this week is understand what is the defense looking to do today, and how fast can we make those adjustments if we're not having early success.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based.
And he will get into the end zone. Will Dissly, touchdown Los Angeles. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive in an early 6 points.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's the rookie Xavier Worthy. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
He's coming off an incredibly productive game, Mike, where he was able to find the end zone 4 different times through the air and secure the win. But it wasn't perfect by any means. He played well enough to come away with the victory. But with that said, he has to clean up on the interceptions. He knows the 2 picks. A couple other close calls he got away with. If those fall into the wrong hands, that game could have went an entirely different way. Coming into here today, can he keep the production in the passing game and come away with a little bit of a cleaner stat sheet?
17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Chiefs 1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. Asante Samuel that time, all over him in coverage. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air one more time. This caught right side by Worthy. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
First down, Chiefs.
Here's the third-year man, Isaiah Pacheco. And a good, hard run. He would not be denied. Surging forward to pick up 8. Here's 2nd and 2. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, that's Kelsey. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Kansas City.
They'll look to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a third down and 4. Now they'll set up to throw. To the left side, caught by Kelsey. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? He'll look to throw. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
They face 2nd down and 7.
Brings us 2nd and 7.
Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
3rd down and 7.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
On 4th down, out is J.K. Scott to punt for the Chargers. Back deep, Xavier Worthy. Man. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Chiefs offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Quick throw, taken in. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
It's been a busy first. Jim Harbaugh unhappy with the officials, didn't like that call, and he throws the challenge flag. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. That one, taken in. Touchdown, Chiefs. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you draw up on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Chargers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Now, Herbert. They'll try to hit him with a screen. Finding space at the 40. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On play action, it's Herbert. Take a look here at those receiving numbers from his game a week ago.
He steps out behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Pistol here for Herbert. Brought in by the tight end, Hayden Hurst with the catch. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. 3rd down, 3 to go. They'll run it with Dobbins out of the pistol. And he fought through one tackle, stayed on his feet. But they'll get him down for no gain.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
Here's J.K. Scott now. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Back to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Kelce.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
That's caught downfield. It's Kelce. They'll get 19 out of that play. 1st down, KC.
Nice job there by Kelce moving the chains, and to think he's in his 12th season, Mike, and he's able to continue to produce at such a high level. You can make an argument he's one of the most popular guys in the entire league, and he's still one of the best players regardless of position.
They'll look to throw yet again. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. We're back in Southern California in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll look to throw again. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Now he'll run.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he's going the wrong way, dropped back at the 7.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
One more time with Pacheco. And they are all over that on defense. Good surge, drops him back. Let's put him at the 9-yard line.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
They put Kelsey in motion. Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
On 4th down, Super Bowl champ Harrison Butker now for the Chiefs. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Looking middle, and he'll get it complete to McConkey.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Herbert. There is his tight end, Disley. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8. Aguilar goes off in motion. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down.
Gain of 6 makes it 3rd and 2.
Throwing, Herbert. Open man is the tight end, Disley. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5. but it will keep the drive going.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
He'll give it to Dobbins. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Brought down at the 39-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
On play action now, Herbert. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
Open man is Palmer. It's complete. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. He'll get this out wide. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. A couple of third down conversions already on this drive. This one tougher. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again, Herbert. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers will level the score at 10 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this complete to Pacheco. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. They put Kelsey in motion. A give here to Pacheco. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. That's taken in by Kareem Hunt. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs. The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. The defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Now they'll set up to throw. And that's going to be the contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Gray is the motion man here. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down. no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. The next drive about to get going. We're going to take a moment here, let you know what's coming up in prime time this week. Starting tonight, it's Sunday Night Football, one of the best games of the opening month of the season. Bills and Ravens from Baltimore, and then another double bill on Monday Night Football as the Titans and Dolphins meet in Miami at 7:30 Eastern, followed by the Seahawks and Lions 45 minutes later with the kickoff in Detroit at 8:15 Eastern Time. He keeps it himself, and Herbert going to slide to a stop, but he's got it. He's picked up a first down. Shotgun now for Herbert. That's into the hands of Dissly downfield. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Herbert now on first down. That is going to be intercepted by Trent McDuffie. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
They put Kelce in motion. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. They put Kelce in motion. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. The shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Open man. That's the tight end, Gray. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. This one off the upright. He had the distance, but it's no good. And this will remain a tie ball game.
Mike, I'll tell you, off his foot, I thought he had it the entire way. I mean, sometimes you get lucky and the ball kind of kicks in off the upright, but other times you don't. And in this case, the upright sent it right back.
And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Bo Nix, sharp in the victory, as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1.
And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. It's Xavier Worthy on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Chiefs offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. Back to throw here to begin the drive. A short throw taken in by Kelce. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Gray is the motion man here. A handoff to Pacheco. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. He'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field. Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short game.
On fourth down, Harrison Butker on for the Kansas City field goal. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Chiefs going to take the lead. It's now 13-10.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves him out in front.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27. Hook him up on a second down and 8. From the gun, it's Herbert. That's complete to the veteran, Nelson Agholor. Here's 3rd and 2. He'll try and run for the first down with Edwards. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as the tackle is made just shy of the 40.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Here's Dobbins. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
And he'll get up beyond the 40 to the 41-yard line with Justin Reed up from his safety spot to make the stop. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. In trouble, and down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. The Chiefs' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That one pinballs around, but is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Pacheco. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. Back to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 10. And the Chiefs have a 1st down.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback. And even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
Here's a handoff to Pacheco. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the 2nd half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
He'll look over the middle and find his running back.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
He'll get that one complete to Rice. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
And the 1st down, Chiefs.
He connects with Gray on that one. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. 1st and 10. Gray is the motion man here. Here's Pacheco. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. Gray is the motion man here. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. His throw left side is complete. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down. So these 2 teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal. They'll look to throw. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Stop at the 6, and that sets up 3rd and goal. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Noah Gray. Touchdown, Kansas City. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Butker's extra point is good, and the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Chargers offense ready to take over once more. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Look wide, get this one complete, and no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
Now, Herbert. And he's got Palmer. It's complete. And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. 20 yards on that pass play. It's good for a Charger 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. 3rd and a yard. Shotgun now for Herbert. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
That's to the tight end, Hurst. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we take you through some of the highlights so far, you're going to see a lot of passing yards. He has carved up this defense over 300 yards passing in the game and has been sharp right from the start. A couple of 1st downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's dropped off for Pacheco. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Kansas City.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll get this complete to Pacheco. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play-action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing now from the gun to the left side, caught by Kelsey. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
If you want to win in this league and have a successful defense, how you perform on 3rd down is critical. Even more so, your backs are up against the wall. The offense finds themselves down in the red zone looking for 6. Those 3rd down sacks go a long way to keeping touchdowns off the board and making them settle for field goals. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Here's Darius Davis to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The home team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Aguilar goes off in motion. On 1st down, Herbert. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Herbert. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the fourth quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it. This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jamari Connor. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
There's that man again, another catch.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Open man, that's the tight end, Gray. Catch number 7 so far in this one, and a first down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock,
to the back of the end zone, he's got it. Travis Kelce, touchdown KC. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The offense will stay out there as they will line up and go for 2.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Davis now to return it. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. A throw on the move is caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. From the gun, it's Herbert. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. He gets that to the veteran Aguilar. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. Throwing again, Herbert. That is caught. And he'll take it on in. Joshua Palmer. Touchdown Chargers. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
So, here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Once again, it's Pacheco. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. On the carry, it's Pacheco. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, they'll use another timeout on this side of it at 1:55. On 4th down, Harrison Butker on for the Kansas City field goal. This one from 52 yards away. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The home team's offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. To throw is Herbert. To the left side, catch made by McConkey. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. So now, after the penalty, a much tougher prospect to convert. It is 3rd and 9. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.